This is Driver San Francisco. You're watching Chapter 6, Hunted.
And just brief note, we had a technical screw-up, so this is in fact the only video where I am not seeing the content for the first time. So you lose my scintillating first reactions to everything. Sorry about that.
Oh my god, we spoiled a racing game for
you.
What? What have we done?
Well, it's not spoiled, but you know what I mean.
Alright, let's check it out.
Sweet!
Previously on Driver San Francisco.
See you around town.
That said, I'm going to try and remember as many as of my funny jokes as I can.
Sure.
We talked to the counterterrorism expert who says we should all be worried.
Ordell Williams is driving for Jericho's crew. I'm just gonna borrow him for a while.
Deep cover work, huh?
So when do I see some real action?
Relax. You'll get the call soon enough.
I really like that line. See you around, Tanner. All around.
Yeah.
It's well done. I'm surprised they didn't acknowledge the snapping, though. That was such a cool mechanic from the last chapter.
True, actually. I guess the more I think about it, the more I realize that's just going to be, what am I trying to say? A side thing, not a major mechanic, like a nightmare within the nightmare.
Yeah. Hoodoo you got going on, then I'm pretty freaked out too, man.
What if I am losing it, Jones? What if this is all in my head?
Oh, please, that's all you're worried about? Look, the difference between you sane and you crazy is that you drive slightly faster. Now,
that's a
on.
good line.
We got a man to catch.
Right. Let's go.
Oh, good. I was worried we were gonna not get a long cutscene with no dialogue.
That's true. That's, I think, one of the first opening cutscenes in a long time that has had any actual dialogue in it. So maybe they're going to give us an extra long section of Tanner drives dramatically around the city to make up for it.
Yeah. Gotta get that terrible taste of dialogue out of my mouth.
Yeah. Which is a shame, because the dialogue's good, generally.
Yeah, that's true.
And I mean, he fixes his car by punching it. That's got to be worth something.
Yeah. I was gonna bring that up.
In one of those cutscene thingies, I think it was a pre-mission cutscene, where you're in first-person mode like this. Oh, wait a moment.
Boss said we gotta park opposite today.
Why? We'll have to walk across the street.
Some other big deposit or a withdrawal or something. They gotta keep the front clear.
Why break routine? I mean, it seems weird.
This came from Control. What, you think I'm lying?
The guy on the left, that is the voice of a voice actor who has been told, yeah, I know you've already done 6 characters for this game, but we need one more. And he's like, I have used up all my voices that sound remotely natural. Do you want me to just talk like a robot?
Yeah, but how much is that?
A Russian robot? Yeah, totally.
Huh. A lot of people would love to get their hands on that.
Why the hell do you think we drive it around in an armored truck?
There's the Opera House on the right.
Yep. We're near City Hall area.
Can we hurry it up and get
What was I going to say?
Nadine's gonna have my balls if I'm late.
Oh, so in one of those opening pre-mission cutscene thingies, Tanner, busts down a fence because he fucking hates fences and is driving up an alleyway, only he catches a dumpster on the front of his car, and for the entirety of the little cutscene, the view is blocked by this dumpster that he's just trundling along in front of him.
That's funny. That's not the experience I had.
I mean, props to them for doing everything dynamic in-game, but...
Maybe get rid of the dumpster.
There it is.
Why are we here?
Not my finest parking job, sure.
Pros.
Oh,
boy.
God.
That's mad. Oh no! That car exploded and my fender fell off.
That means people are attacking me.
Now, how did if they broke their normal routine and parked like somewhere else today, how did the attackers know to put a bomb there?
The attacker's the inside man. The attacker's the guy who told them to break their routine.
Oh.
That's my assumption.
Huh, okay.
Boom. That was pretty
But
weak.
if they got if they suborned that guy, why didn't they have him just knock out the driver and, you know, take the car?
Yeah, don't overthink it.
It's a recurring issue. The Pacer. Useless.
Yeah, actually. Fact.
It's nice that they have some completely useless cars in this game. I guess.
Boom.
So these shift protect missions are kind of fun. It gets more Pacers. It gets a little silly just how easy it is to take out the other cars. I get that they're trying to go for volume over difficulty, but
yeah, I find them a bit tedious, honestly. Especially since the timer slows down when you're shifting, and so much of the game is shifting. It's like the timer could actually be a minute, and it would take you 3 minutes to play. But because the timer's 3 minutes, it takes you, 5 or more minutes to play.
Yeah. The thing is, though, they count total number of cars, not necessarily time. Like, there are a set amount of attackers total, and once you've taken them all down, it ends.
Oh.
Generally, you can't do that because they spawn in at certain times, but it is possible to take them out before the last, before the timer runs out. As far as I know, at least. That shift level fuckery is kind of obnoxious.
Yeah, where you get stuck on a overpass.
I mean, it's cool that they've got the overpasses and the multi-leveled street. Ooh, wow, that guy went tumbling. But at least it's really fast to go between levels 1 and 2. Honestly, level 1's a little unwieldy.
That's fair to say.
What? No windshield squiggles.
Yeah, the glass breaking is not exactly awesome, but that's okay.
That's enough for you.
Squiggles! They look like pop, styrofoam peanuts or something.
Yep, totally.
Because windshields are, of course, made of safety glass. Or whatever the, special glass they use for film is that, is designed to break into tiny little pieces.
Well, I think car windshields, if you've ever had your window
where are the
smashed
rest
in,
of these
unfortunately,
scumbags?
it breaks into tiny little cubes.
Oh, okay. Oh, I guess... Oh, the car you left drove back forward into the truck, and that counted as a second hit.
How awesome.
Oh no!
I can do it. Last chance. Oof.
All right.
That was close.
I should just shift into a tanker or a bus and block the entrance.
I think the entrance is a little too wide to just block off with a... you'd need a couple buses, and you'd have to constantly be micromanaging them, and there's multiple sides.
That's true. I wonder if the cars would be stupid enough to drive into the buses full speed and wreck themselves.
Yes, they would. Oof. Close. I mean, I told you about the one highway race or whatever it was, where I literally just parked a bus across the left lanes. See, there's that double tap thingy again, where you hit him a second time at 2 miles an hour.
And it's enough, yeah. Boom.
Yay! Oh, you didn't get the second guy. But yeah, if they've got a specific route or destination, they will plow into things to get there.
That's funny.
Attackers out of control. These attackers are just nuts. Wacky fun.
I wonder if he's damaged enough that he'll accidentally hit somebody and finish the job for me. They probably program him though, so if they hit somebody on their own, it doesn't damage them.
Huh, could be. Generally, unless you've messed with traffic, I don't think they would hit others. Yeah! Double takedowns are fun. I like when they set them up.
Cops are on their way.
Oh boy.
There's no cars facing the right direction.
You narrowly avoided hitting either one. Well done.
True mark of skill.
See, there you go. They just hit you, and that counted as a double. Also, you can drive up onto those steps, I guess.
That's cool.
I told you, Boo. You don't break my baby here, I
can't promise anything.
Wow. They're really generous with the collision, what they count as a collision in this mode.
3 to go. Come on.
Come on, you should know better than that by now.
Nah, I don't like the ramming missions.
Squiggles fly everywhere.
Did I get it? No.
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 Hooray. Yeah, these missions definitely go on a little longer than they really need to.
Oh good, the cops are here.
Hooray!
That was pretty well choreographed.
Yeah. Armored cars barely got
How
a
on
scratch.
earth did it take the cops that long to arrive? There are cops everywhere in the city.
I guess 3 minutes. It just felt longer because we kept shifting and slowing time.
Hey, in this game, you can race all the way around the map in 6.5.
Yeah, that's true.
3 minutes means they had to come from Marin.
Guess what, Bubba? We don't really need a truck for this job.
I already love this
I know.
mission.
You're the decoy, idiot. Good luck with all those cops.
Foghorn, I'm coming for you. Nobody double crosses Bubba W.
This game is a serious and grave reflection on the state of crime in contemporary America.
Sorry, Bubba, but this cash
Yeah.
better one way than two. At least I reckon it does.
I'm gonna bring the whole damn pack down on top of you. Then I'm gonna stop you myself.
Do your worst, Bubba. Ain't no way you get that there rig past.
This is goofy as all hell.
So long.
Yeah, that's a lot of cops.
I gotta leave the cops for the
Oh my god, 8.
bag that redneck dirtbag.
I wonder if they have a, like, maximum... There's even more coming. Like, if you stood still, you'd have, like, 12 cops on you
15,
or
yeah.
something. You're doing it! You're losing them! Oh no!
Well, I can't be losing the cops. I gotta bring the cops to... What's his
Oh.
name?
Huh.
I think.
Okay, I don't know. Sure. Hey, so we're up by the radio tower right now. We just passed it. That's as
Yep.
close as you can get in-game to it.
Oh, cool. Silly.
Oh, this is goofy as hell. God, look at that tangled mess of flashing arrows behind you.
And in front of me.
Yeah.
Funny.
You gotta be using the ram so that you take them down with less damage to yourself.
I prefer to keep things more exciting.
Jesus. They just keep trying.
This is why there were no cops available for the armored truck thing, because the entire fleet was out.
We got a redneck in a big rig in Forest Hill.
That was cool, the fire hydrant.
Yeah. So sometimes rolling over a fire hydrant will knock you slightly off axis, or whatever the right... Jesus Christ, this is a clusterfuck.
This thing may be built like a tank, but it can't take much more punishment.
Like, if you go over a spouting fire hydrant with just, like, one wheel or something, or the corner of your car, it will knock you a little bit off.
Oh, that's funny.
But if you go over it with this sort of center of gravity, it doesn't matter as much. Oh my god, there's still 8 of them clustered. This is a really fun mission.
Yep.
Well, that was almost on purpose. That was weaving through oncoming traffic right there.
Yeah, I did weave rather expertly.
I like that they've got their, like, anti-street racing Corvettes out to take you down.
Yeah, to take out this big rig, which tops out at 70 miles an hour.
Hey, not on a grate. Oh my god, they're all dead.
They are all dead.
You've lost the cops.
Maybe I did need to lose the cops. Yeah, I guess so. I think losing the cops was sort of inevitable.
Uh-huh.
Because I've got so much more health than them if they just ram me enough.
I think in my playthrough, I actually still had them on me because I took a less retarded route to get to Foghorn. Seriously, you went like halfway around the map for no reason.
Well, for the reason of it's really fun to be chased by that many cops. But yeah.
Well, but I think it let me start the second half of this mission even without losing the cops first.
That's cool. We're almost there.
Yep. You really need to look at your map more.
I've got a perfect sense of direction. What are you talking about? Maps are for the weak.
Hey, Foghorn! I see you! Hell, even a big rig like this can't take punishment forever.
For instance, you've approached that marker from the opposite side, going in the opposite direction that they expected you to.
That's my secret, is I keep the game on its toes by doing things that it doesn't expect.
Yeah. At least they're being nice and not giving him a chase radius that you have to stay in.
Yeah.
This is the most ridiculous thing when you start to think about it now. We've got 2 deep-fried rednecks chasing each other in big rigs through the streets of San Francisco.
And thankfully, we've already taken out the entire SFPD police force.
Uh-huh. You know, you would probably do better if you shifted into a car to slow him down. Big rigs are not noted for their great turns of speed and catching people.
But he's in a big rig too, so, you know, let's make this a fair race. I am always surprised that the game doesn't insist on me shifting more frequently. Like right now, Tanner should be saying something like, you know, if only I could shift into another vehicle and take him down.
Well, like so it seems to be fairly dynamic and responsive to your play style and how it does that. Like, the instant you shift, he'll say something like that, like, I gotta shift to take him down.
Right.
But it does, I appreciate that it doesn't force you to shift if you prefer to play it this way. It doesn't make you feel like you're doing it wrong. That's my job. I'm telling you you're doing it wrong.
Has this gone on long enough?
Yes. Jeez. We're halfway to downtown. Oh my god, he's crashing the cars.
Boom. Oh wow, that's gonna take like 100
That's
hits.
gonna work. You can totally whittle down his health with what you've got left.
Come on!
How much longer do you do this for before you finally, like, do it the way you're supposed to? Hey, you actually spun him out. I never have any luck trying to spin people out like that.
Maybe I'm doing it the right way, and your strategy of shifting into other vehicles.
My point is, you could be doing it this way in a different car that's not about to die.
That was awesome.
You shot-putted the little guy. Just needed to check on your objective real quick.
Yeah.
Wait, my objective's not drive as slow as I can through the city? What? I've been playing this all wrong. See, there he goes.
And that almost killed him in one hit.
Well, it's a heavier car.
Touche, touche.
Yeah, but attacking from the front's just gonna do more damage. Oof.
That was an excellent use of a Jaguar.
This job sucks.
Okay, so
good. Let's use another Jaguar.
Yeah. So, I'm always sad when I don't get to hear the rest of the little snippets of conversation you get when you shift into a car.
Totally.
Because like at the beginning of the game, we were all excited, like, oh wow, they got all of these different conversations you can, drop into the middle of. But most of the time you're shifting, it's this rapid stuff.
Yep.
So you have to really kind of make a concerted effort, and I don't normally get to hear all of the fun conversations, and that's sad. Because they sound fun. Hey, that's appropriate. You took him down with the police car.
Yeah, I was hoping I could damage more Jaguars on my way. But...
Well, we're both backstabbing 2-bit wannabes without the sense God gave a chicken. That's how it got to this.
That was such a dumb mission.
Fact.
Oh, boy. Alright, what have we got?
Escapist. Drive a ramp truck
so
slowly
close.
Through the... Oh.
That's
damn.
Almost Tanner's car. You were really, really close.
Any word on Ordell?
Oh, damn, man. We should get you a little bell or something.
Sorry. Ordell.
On a job. You want we should find him?
Yeah. It's time to move him up the food chain.
I like that they pay attention to what this must be like from Jones's perspective.
I plan to.
Yep.
Anyway, so speaking of dropping into conversations and also police cars, there's one police car like that you get during the chase sequences and stuff, when you're just trying to take down a getaway or whatever.
That's gonna be on you.
Where
pressure, then.
the police, your partner, is just openly talking about how, yeah, you two are dirty cops and you gotta take out a drug dealer because you got a rep to protect. And just being totally over the top, like, I'm dirty! And Tanner's just increasingly, what?
You're waiting for what exactly?
Wow.
Nothing.
Then drive.
Well, that didn't take long.
They never leave me alone.
City Hall.
First lose them, then I'll tell you where to go.
Yeah, the cops are really good at spinning you out like that.
I'm your passenger, Ordell.
Good to meet you.
Ooh, that's a sporty little number.
Yeah. R8.
Hey, we lost one.
Great.
I rather enjoy driving.
Sorry.
Ooh,
It doesn't slow us
that's
down.
good.
I don't care.
What's on the agenda today, then?
The agenda.
At least they didn't ram you further
You
into that
asked too many
corner.
questions. Keep going.
They're falling back.
Oh.
Ramp trucks. My only weakness.
Yeah, it's really frustrating sometimes.
Irrelevant.
Listen, there's something I need to know.
When you're fleeing from cops and you try and do a really tight corner, and as you're drifting, one of them just rams into you from the side.
Oh, yeah.
I have to say, by the way, on the topic of lose the cop missions, I think my least favorite thing in this game, even more than the rough handling early on, is the fact that when you're escaping from the cops, sometimes they will spawn in new cops ahead of you. Once again, you've taken the most circuitous possible route to your destination.
It's just such a beautiful city. See, I checked the mini-map there.
Yeah. I'm just saying you didn't check, like, the map to plan out a real route to your final destination ahead of time. Which isn't that critical, but it's something I do when, like, you're under... I guess you're not under time. What? Why is there no timer? Why does this guy not have to be there in exactly 52 seconds?
I know, it's incredible.
Hang on.
He did need us to lose the cops pretty urgently, but...
Yeah, but even there wasn't a timer on losing the cops, was there?
No, there wasn't.
How odd.
Just keep going.
You have to tell me how the cops
But yeah,
knew
sometimes
where to
you're
find
trying to escape and you're getting a lead, and then they just randomly spawn in someone in front of you, and you're like, well, that's cheap as all hell.
Yeah.
My dog woke up.
Well, you were right. Fed's here too.
It's predictable. Get me through here any way you can.
How am I?
Just do it.
I didn't even have to do anything.
Yeah, even in the cutscenes, they're incompetent. Ah, the Corvette's still after you.
Is this car tagged?
I'm in it. That's all you need to know.
When I've got you to wherever it is we're going, is there anything?
See, okay, so I guess that sort of makes sense because you're still right near the starting area, but you were losing the cops. You had outpaced them, and then, nope, there's another one who's right there in front, you know, where you're going to drive straight into them and can't avoid them.
We're losing them.
Yeah, I think that's just because they're in the starting area.
Yeah. Still doing your best.
There's actually an achievement in the game for completing one of the getaway challenges, just the random, you know, things around the map, where you're running away from the cops in a ramp truck.
You know what it says?
Oh, that's cool.
And I think you said you did like a general tag the cops and then get away from them in a ramp truck in the Dares and Challenges video.
Yes.
Doing one of the actual challenges that way, as opposed to just, you know, drive around and hit some cops, is really, really tricky because of the time limit.
Oh, interesting.
Like,
so
they
it's
will
not
still...
very challenging to avoid all the cops. But,
exactly.
Because you got so much health. But.
And in fact, normally it's fun to do it in ramp truck because the cops go absolutely batshit when presented with one. But to get that achievement, I ended up having to not drive the truck and just take out all the cops as they kind of circled around it in other oncoming traffic.
What now?
Oh, interesting.
It's for you.
But it's really fun to try. I recommend giving it a shot.
I don't know what's come over you, Ordell, but keep it up. There's a job coming. Something big. Messing up isn't an option, understand?
Sure, I understand.
Nice lady.
Seems like Ordell's
I like
going
the timing of the
places.
dial tone.
Whether he likes it or not, I'm along for the ride.
Hooray! That was a good
We're
mission.
getting somewhere. Ordell's almost inside of Jericho's terrorist plot. We've got a new face in town. And this big job Layla talked about. Looks like all this hard work is finally paying off.
I appreciate their commitment to that little blackboard.
Yeah.
It remains silly.
They're like, this is what real police work is like, damn it.
I gotta shuffle some Polaroids around.
All units, there's been a break-in at the South Court showroom. 4 vehicles due to be auctioned this evening were stolen.
This is Levine and Dyson dispatch. Why are we in on this?
It's for charity, Levine. A police charity.
Ignore him, dispatch. We got this.
So much drama.
What did you just sign us
Very
up
tense.
for, Herb?
Hey, buddy, it's for charity.
Look at the map. We're nowhere near these positions.
You got a point. Okay, someone else will get this.
I guess I understand why they had to start the mission that way, but that's still kind of silly.
Yup. Silly being the MO of this game.
Well, yeah. Get the vehicle into the... So this is basically just 4 driving challenges in a row on a single timer.
Yep. How'd you do when you played this?
It took me 2 tries because I missed a detail that will come up in the 4th one here.
Yeah.
I'll leave that to be a surprise. I almost had it. I was, maybe 15 seconds short, and I got it without problem on my second try.
I think it took me actually 3 attempts here.
Huh.
Boom!
I mean,
well,
obviously I know what the mission looks like, so my experience is not comparable to yours. There's actually a challenge of this same thing where it just shifts you automatically into a sequence of cars and has you drive them to destinations like this, which is much harder than this mission here.
Yeah, the main story missions are tuned to be pretty obtainable.
Yeah. Hey, we're in the Stratos, the car with the worst handling.
Fact. Pretty looking.
Yeah, they are cool. Oh, that wasn't bad.
Oh wait, so do we actually have a passenger here? Somebody said time's a ticking.
I can't tell through that rear windshield. I think that may have been just John talking to himself, though. That's the Stratos handling I know and love. It is cool looking.
That's two of my 4 good deeds for the day.
I do so much damage to him when I put him in.
Yeah, it's nice that they don't have an extra requirement of without damaging the cars. That would be brutal.
What is it this time, Mom? Are you leaving Dad again?
Oh, shit.
I must be in the wrong car.
That was an awesome little snippet.
That or it's a mother-son car boosting team. So we're actually pretty badly damaged here.
Yeah.
Shifting into this car. Not that that's going to play much of a part.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
The car just swerved across the lanes to crash into someone for no reason. It's almost like they had an enemy AI in it, except not really.
Get it together, John. If I don't get these cars into the police
the
truck
mini-map
soon,
is useful, but like, for instance, right now, your target isn't on the mini-map, so it's not actually helpful in planning out the most efficient route.
Yep, I agree.
So you have a passenger here.
Yeah, I was just noticing that. And he's not at all freaked out by what's going on.
I know. It's dumb. It's a real missed opportunity to have lots of funny conversations between, you know, Tanner and the car thieves.
Well, there's one line.
Deliver one more
they could have done a lot
car
more of
and
that.
the world's a better place.
Yep, I agree.
Like that you saved this one for last.
Oh, snap.
Now do it while being chased.
It's a Bond car, the Aston Martin. Oh, hi, there's another enemy.
Yeah, I'm just gonna chill and maybe he can't leave those fences unless you break them down first.
Well, good thing I broke them down then.
Yeah. The Aston Martin is fun.
Woo!
So, the other twist in this one is that the truck is moving.
Right.
Which we discovered at the end of our first attempt at this video, and I totally forgot. And here's actually where using the map completely screwed me, because I looked, paused the game, looked at the best route, took it, and didn't pay any attention to the mini-map, and failed to notice that my target had shifted.
Look at all that broken glass everywhere.
Yeah. The broken glass that can penetrate straight through the walls of the tanker truck. Or not tanker, big rig.
Yep.
Hooray.
Well, they'll have a slightly lower Blue Book value now, but at least we could auction them off for something.
Hey, they were involved in a real police chase.
That's true.
In the challenge version of that one, they...
You're not listening to me, Ayumu. I wasn't really driving those races.
God.
Look, John, it doesn't matter. We don't have a choice anymore. We're racing for Jericho now.
No.
Of course they are.
You can't just say no to these people unless you want to end up like that big guy Krug.
I really
Krug's
like
back.
the little side story they have going on with these guys.
This is a fun car too.
Yeah, this is a good car.
2 seconds and you boys are in bed with Jericho?
You boys? John, if you got a way out of this, tell me. Jericho owns every race in the city. We don't have a choice.
Damn it.
They upped the difficulty a bit. There's now 6 cars. This was
And apparently, international terrorist is now muscling in on the street racing beat.
Well, as John's pointing out, he's not a terrorist. He's a gangster. So presumably, either he noticed that they're winning and put a lot of money down on them and express to them that he expects to get a return on his investment, or he literally controls the street races and was upset at the amount he was paying out to them, and so he's like, you're gonna, the gangster run casino owner taking the big the high roller out back.
Yeah.
Deal.
But in that scenario, we would not want to win. Our objective would be, don't win the race.
No, because now, I mean, either way, presumably he's put money on now. It's just a question of which direction he's, you know, making a
the carrot or
from.
the stick. Yeah.
I like this race a lot, though. This is a fun car to drive. It drifts enough on dirt to, you know, do cool stuff with, without going completely nuts like the Stratos.
Yep.
I actually legitimately won this race in only maybe 2 or 3 tries. I was happy.
Sweet.
By 1, I mean I got second, but you know. Oh, poor Jun, though. That was a nice drift.
Thank you.
Less so, but still workable. Yeah, drifting is fun in this game when you've got a car where you can control your drift without being an expert. Like, I know that, you know, being careful how much you push on the throttle will make a difference, but while Xbox triggers are analog, it's not like you can really fine-tune how much juice you're giving it the way you can an actual pedal.
Yeah, it's true.
Oh no.
That was not planned. Thank God you're here, John.
That actually worked out pretty well.
Hey, we're right by the radio tower again. Yeah. The Forest Hill races are fun if you've got a car that can handle dirt. But in fact, one of the challenge races, like the one with a solo checkpoint thing in Forest Hill, has you doing it in an old Beetle, a classic bug.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's interesting. It still handles better than the Stratos. Which is what the other car they force you to use for one of the races.
Ah.
This is a long one. 25 checkpoints.
Nailed it. Well, I suppose I haven't yet.
Don't bobble it in the last 100 meters.
Oh, come on.
We did it!
You still have a healthy lead.
Maybe he'll let us walk away.
Ayumu, you have to get real. Jericho is a murdering thug. Take your winnings and disappear.
That can't be the last we hear of him, though. Just narratively, there's got to be one last thing. They're not going to leave it there.
I am losing it, Jones.
Hope so.
What if this is all in my head?
30 minutes ago on Driver San Francisco.
See the world how I see it. Shift into people, control them. And how the hell am I going to stop him? Ordell Williams is driving for Jericho's crew. I'm going to drop in on him.
Deep cover work, huh?
They're even using the same lines.
Cut her teeth in Africa.
Yeah, it's get a little...
Girl knows how to get paid.
There's a job coming. Something big. Messing up isn't an option,
Really?
understand?
10 minutes ago on Driver San Francisco. Previously on Driver San Francisco. Like, seriously, I don't understand why they interrupt gameplay to give you one of those. I think it's awesome that they do whenever you load your game up and stuff. But
yeah. Totally agree.
You've just lost your short-term memory on Driver San Francisco.
Copy, dispatch. Ordell must have new orders. This looks like the big one.
I'm gonna drive through this intersection.
In a silly way.
Ordell.
Oh, it's foggy.
So what's our play?
They mess with the weather, they're gonna mess with the mechanics.
You just gonna drive them both into custody?
Yeah. I'll see what I can find out about Jericho first. Then casually drive Ordell and our beautiful assassin right into the arms of the law.
Hey,
Rep truck!
Hear me?
Why didn't you do that when you were driving Layla last time? Also, I like, you be careful, man, crash.
He says you be careful as I'm going over the ramp.
What's going down?
Oh, because he set up a roadblock this time, that's why.
Get me to the target and I'll fix it.
Those are sinister looking fans on the ceiling.
Yeah. Is this Oakland?
No, we're in Marin.
You're really starting to piss me off.
That came out of nowhere.
You hit the car.
Barely.
Well, anytime you have a collision with a
that's not a
passenger, the
crash.
passenger will say something.
Stay sharp. Slow down. We should acquire the target anytime now.
Yep.
The yellow Dodge, up ahead. Stay close.
For the record, I predicted this twist on the last time we watched the video without seeing it.
It's been getting in our way.
Do we follow him to the target?
He is the target.
Ever the optimist.
You're a little bad at this. I love the sound direction here. Just the way it kind of goes all muted.
Stay close. Wait for my signal, and then take him out. Lose him, and I
thought that was your job.
Throat.
Right.
Remotely control.
Yep. And in fact, if you look in the lower right, the car information now says Dodge Challenger.
That's new.
Yeah. You're realizing this a lot faster than I am, because right now I'm still thinking I'm driving this Hummer.
And you're trying to back up away from...
Exactly, I'm trying to back up, but I'm not going in reverse.
Cars I don't need to take on anymore.
What's happening right now?
Keep this up and you'll end up in the hospital.
Oh, Jesus.
One way or another.
Actually, that's clever. What if I in the Charger pass a car, then I swerve left really fast, and then the Hummer crashes into it?
The Hummer doesn't have a health bar. I suspect it actually right now doesn't have a health bar. Anyway, I'm going to try to remember my original reactions and comments here. This is really cool. It looks
really annoying to drive.
Well, yeah, but that's sort of the point. Like, it's really weird and awkward and unsettling. Like, it's unnatural. This is not an angle that you're even remotely used to controlling a car from.
Damn.
Yeah.
It's chase, but it's low and behind instead of, you know, a little high and near.
Yeah, and the camera's on a delay, so if I turn left, then the camera turns left a bit later.
Right. And I think it's doing an awesome job of sort of conveying to the player the unsettling feeling that Tanner's got going on right now. Like, this is weird for him, and it's mechanically capturing that weirdness.
Sure, he's just panicking.
It's cool that they're trying something like this.
Yeah.
It's not as fun as some of the other gameplay modes.
No, well, I don't think this is one they're going to do too often. It's a very situational sort of thing. But, you know,
why don't I believe you?
Apparently they just, you know, the final mission of each chapter, they want to try something new, even if it doesn't become a permanent mechanic. Just, hey, this other crazy implementation of our concept.
Yeah.
Oof. It's yucky.
30 seconds.
I'd like to point out, though, this is what Jericho could do. Control 2 cars at once.
Yeah, that's true. Although he was a lot better at it. He seemed to use 2 cars to ram me pretty consistently.
Yeah, well, he's always one step ahead. Oh god, now you gotta do it through traffic.
And how would you know that?
You haven't heard of John Tanner? He's a legend.
Yes, John. and now they blow dust in your face. I like that even within this, they keep ramping everything up. Also, you collect the token when the Challenger drives over it, not when your perspective does.
All true.
Focus, Ordell.
So here's the question. I mean, I know this is overthinking it, but why does Tanner need to stay in Ordell at all?
He's not feeling himself.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'll let him know.
Let me know what?
Your partner up there is about to get a nasty surprise, Detective.
Dun dun dun.
Dude, and then the weather changes on cue.
Oh God, you mean Jericho?
Oh, and we're now back to showing the Hummer in the lower right.
Not many people get to watch themselves die.
There's more than one cop in that car, Layla. Sorry, Jones, but I gotta borrow you for a while.
Cool.
Hello, Tanner.
Glad you could join me. Feels pretty strange, doesn't it? Having someone else at the wheel.
I know about the bomb.
Yes,
You're a
actually.
scumbag, but I never had you down as a terrorist.
You just don't get it, do you? You got your eyes on the city, when it should be on your own hide. See you in hell, Tanner.
What the hell's going on?
Just hang on tight.
What the hell?
He didn't
just
quite
happened?
finish the
Sorry,
job.
partner. Had to borrow you for a while.
Nope.
What? Oh, man, I feel violated.
Trust me. Okay, focus, damn it. Ordell's blown, maybe even dead. Jericho's onto me, and I'm still no closer to finding him. What's going on here? It's like I'm missing something big. Something obvious.
Any idea what big obvious thing we could be missing?
Well, I don't know whether they're just referring to the "it's all a coma dream" or not, but that's big. Yeah, that's a cool chapter. This game has so many ideas. Like, it's genuinely impressive how many different things they're trying. I don't think that last bit with the remote controlled car was the most successful one they've attempted, but I'm continually impressed at the sheer creativity.
Yep. Very good point.
All right. Let's move on to chapter 7.
Sounds great. See you there.
Bye.